All right, I just bought a 1986 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC. This car is amazing looking. I bought it, fell in love with it. I think I liked it even more after I bought it. I'm gonna kind of walk you through the car, show you what I got. And this channel, I do a lot of car stuff, so I'm gonna be doing some content on this 560 SEC, just things that I haven't seen on YouTube about how to fix things, how to remove things, how to change things. It's things that I haven't seen on YouTube, and I'm going to be the one to do it. So if you're into 560 SECs, you can subscribe if you want, totally up to you. But let's talk about the 560 SEC. This is, in 1986, this was like one of the most expensive like cars that ever were ever made. I don't remember what it MSRP'd for, maybe like 90, 80,000 in 1986, which in today's money is like $2.3 billion. So interesting fact. The really cool thing about the SEC is you see the window trim right there. You have your A pillar, which is that, or you have your A pillar, which is the front by the windshield. You have your C pillar, which is that chunk of metal right there, but there's no B pillar. So when you roll that window down and roll that window down, you have one big open space right there. That, combined with the sunroof being open, is just an amazing driving experience. Just, you feel like you're out in the world, but still surrounded by Mercedes-Benz comfort and luxury. The mine's black, and it has the gray bottom trim, and it has these chrome wheels. The really crazy thing about these chrome wheels, I actually had a tire changed yesterday, and I'll show you a picture of what the inside of the wheel is chrome too. Like the inner lip, that it's all chrome. It's a little bit excessive, I thought. But let's kind of show you this side of it. It's in great shape. There was a little bit of I'll tell you a little bit of the story of it here in a second, but this thing is in amazing shape. Let me show you the interior. Here's the interior. Now there's one issue, which is that the little rip on the seat. I'm gonna have to have the seat reupholstered at some point. Another issue is, I already bought a new center console. It's gonna go in there. And basically what happens is there's, on the center console, there's a piece of plastic that goes across there, there's a piece of plastic that goes across there, and those get brittle and break sometimes, so my radio is all slanted. I also have the dead man in the trunk syndrome, where you go over a bump and boom, boom, boom. It's like a loud thudding sound when you go over a bump sometimes. And I think those are some kind of bushing in the back above the suspension, I believe. But look at these, look at these door panels. They're in great shape, minus the dog hair. Door panels are in great shape. The seats, minus that, are in great shape. Let me move this forward. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a rubberized button to move the seat forward. Isn't that cool? Look at the rear seats. In great shape, right? Check out the modern features. It's got heated seats. In a 1986 car, it had heated seats. Imagine that luxury. I was driving it last night. It was like 60 degrees out, and I had the windows down, and I had the heater going, and I had the heated seats on. And man, if you've never driven in a car with the windows down and the heater on, it's a great experience when it's a nice night out. It's really cool. I recommend it. 10 out of 10. So, center console has to be replaced. This is a wood cup holder I bought off like eBay or something like that. I forgot, or Etsy or something like that. But it just fits right into your, and it kind of matches the burl wood, kind of matches it. I should probably get like a black one or something. I don't like this silver trim on it. I just wasn't paying it too much attention when I bought it. But it works great as a cup holder, because these don't really have cup holders. And if you have your armrest up, it holds 2 cups. Pretty cool. I'll link down below where I bought it if you want. All right, let's pop the hood. I almost forgot, this has 133,033 miles. So now we're under the hood. It's an appropriate time to talk about the history of me getting this car. I bought this car actually like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. Long time ago. And it started having problems. Like the day after I bought it, it started having problems. The seller's a great guy. And the car drove fine and it ran fine. And then just the day after I bought it, it just wham, started having problems. White smoke out of the exhaust, black smoke out of the exhaust, like a bunch of stuff. And it all boiled down to the fuel system. In the end is what we found out. So I had to take it to a mechanic, and there's only like one mechanic in town or shop in town that will work on this Mercedes that's this old. A lot of people will say nothing before 1998 or whatever. So this being a 1986 is something people don't want to work on, but they do not care. They will work on it. They know how to do it, and they're good at it. So what happened was, I took the car there probably two and a half years ago. Understandably, these guys are really good, but they're also really swamped because everybody wants to use them. So it took a long time. And in the meantime, I bought these fancy, like, painted valve covers. And I forgot the guy's name that I bought them from, but I'll link his, like, YouTube down below. You can see he talks about them on his YouTube, how he takes these and polishes them, and he sells you like this and like gaskets and everything for like a little over like $100. I forgot I mean, it's a really good price for new valve covers. I have the old valve covers in the trunk, but these valve covers painted silver look really, really cool. I like the look of them a lot. And I think I might polish my air intake as well. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, so I said, hey, I'm gonna bring you these valve covers. They couldn't really figure out what the issue was at first, and I said, hey, I'm going to bring you these valve covers. Just throw them on if you got some time, and also just take a look at the timing chain to make sure it doesn't need to be done. Lo and behold, the plastic tensioners on the timing chain, there's like 2 up top on each side, I think, or 3, and some at the bottom. Those were all like just broken, and I'll show you a clip of it. They let me film the stuff. They've been really cool the whole time. They let me come in and film the car and stuff if I needed to film something. So I've already filmed a lot of content for this car, but I haven't been able to release it because I haven't been able to make this video of me buying the car. So long story short, whole new timing chain put in, tensioners, guide rail, valve covers put on, all new belts, stuff like that. And then I got it back, and it was doing the same thing as before. It was shaking really high it was shaking a lot on idle when it was first starting up, and they thought it was a fuel injector. So we changed the fuel injectors, and the fuel injectors were bad, but they changed the fuel injectors and it didn't help. So what they had to end up doing was get the distributor rebuilt, the fuel distributor. And these fuel distributors it's under here somewhere, I don't know. The fuel distributor is a pain in the butt to rebuild. I thought about, like, oh, there's a video tutorial on how to do it on YouTube, and I was watching the video. I was like, no, I don't have this skill set. So they sent it off and got it expedited. Fuel distributor came back, and now it runs like a dream. Let's start it up. And there you go. So yeah, before, when I started up, the car would like be shaking, like a really rough idle. I thought maybe it was the motor mounts, but it wasn't that. It was just the fuel. Fuel was the main issue, and it's because these things, if they sit, the ethanol in the gas will ruin the fuel system, basically. So, and luckily now I have a source really close for 91 non-ethanol gas, so that's all I'll be using in it. So that's awesome. So if you have a way to get non-ethanol gas in one of these, that's a great start to keeping your car on the road longer. But anyways, this is the car. I'm going to be doing some videos on this, just a whole video project. I already have 2 or 3 filmed already. So I'm going to be filming a lot of clips on this car, and that might be helpful to you. So if you're into 560 SECs or old classic Mercedes, you could subscribe. The guy that sold it to me has like a freaking crazy collection of old Mercedes, and I've put one video up of one of them on this channel, and I'll put some more up as I go, and you guys can see that if you want. They're really cool cars. But anyways, that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.